Hello everyone, Deb Floros, guest designer for Beadaholic. I love these Zola Elements paddle graduated fan sets. I've got 3 of them and I want to use them attached together for a focal component in a beautiful fall necklace. I've got some gorgeous 10mm fire polish check glass beads and some check drucks in a crackle glass that look really cool with that round topaz bead. Now I've also got some daggers to add some interesting movement and shape, and I've got these small 22 karat rondelles in gold to match back to the fan pieces. I've also got some seed beads to add a little bit of dimension. And we're going to start with attaching these pieces together. Now there is a front and a back to them, so just be mindful of that when you put them together. I'm going to use a 4mm jump ring to attach each of the fan pieces, and I'm actually going to use 2 of those jump rings to each one of the connection points. So I've got 2 connected, that's what it looks like, and then I'm going to connect the 3rd one on from there. I like 4mm jump rings because they are just large enough to allow movement, and they're not too obtrusive and take away from that section of the necklace. So I need now to attach 2 strands of beads. We're doing 2 separate sections because we're going to attach directly to that focal component. So I'm using a little lead in of a seed bead and a rondelle, a few of them, and then my pattern is a druck, a seed bead, a rondelle, a seed bead, a large fire polish, a seed bead, 3 of the daggers, a seed bead, and then start over with that pattern. And I really initially put too many sections of the beads on. I really thought I wanted this necklace to be a little bit longer, but I actually end up taking some off towards the end because I tried it on and I feel like it looks better as a shorter piece, but you can most certainly make this a long necklace as well and just add more beads. Now I'm using seed beads to create a little bit of a loop where we're attaching that focal section. So I believe I have 13 or so beads, seed beads there, and then I string the wire back up through that crimp tube and give it a nice crimp. And you could cover that with a crimp cover if you like, or you can just allow it to be part of the pattern. Because we've got so much gold there, it just blends right in. So I'm cutting my wire from the spool and then I'm starting the other side, just creating the same exact pattern. I just love how these beads come together, the colors, the tones, and they look so beautiful with the bright gold of those Zola paddle sets. So incredibly beautiful. So this is going to have lots of great movement, lots of great fall colors. It's going to be a really fun necklace for the season. So I'm crimping on the other end, and now I'm just going to add a really small toggle to the back. I want it to be just sort of, not substantive. I want it to be just a little bit of a something to create that attachment. Here I am taking off one of the sections of the necklace because I do want it to be a little bit shorter, but you could most certainly create this as long as you'd like, as I said. So there's that small toggle, and I'm doing the same thing I did to connect the focal section. I'm using some seed beads, and you'll need to work through with your toggle how many seed beads you need, how many you want, or you could use a wire guardian, French wire, or leave the wire bare. Totally up to you. Because I used gold wire, leaving it bare would have been just perfect as well. So I've got my toggle on, and because I'm working with seed beads at the end there, I just need to be very careful as I crimp. So you just need to be cautious. You can make this necklace with all the pieces and parts from beadaholic.com. Thanks so much for watching.